Back when I lived in Central America, a very wonderful experience happened to me that has transformed my life and increased my faith. Hurricane Mitch came and destroyed Central America. The Church of God lost more than 350 churches. And I remember one day as a church in the United States had sent me $10,000 and said, "Brother Baker, we want you to find a very needy church and help them to rebuild." And I called one of the overseers in Honduras, and as I spoke to him, and I said to him, I said, "Brother, I have $10,000 here to rebuild one of your churches." And it got real quiet on the phone. And he said, "Brother Baker, can you repeat that?" And I said, "I have $10,000 to rebuild one of the churches in your area." And I said, "You pick the area." And he told me a story that I want to share with you that has transformed my faith and encouraged my faith and strengthened my faith. Standing at that very exact moment was a Mosquito Indian pastor who lived in the jungles of Nicaragua and pastored a church there. That entire village was completely destroyed by the hurricane, including his home, his church, and everything else. He was asking the overseer for money. He had actually came a month earlier and asked for money to rebuild his church. The overseer said, "There's no funds, but go back and do what you can." And the pastor said to him, "I have nothing. I don't even have 1 cent. He said, "But go back and do what you can. Use your hands." So the pastor went back and he dug the foundation of his new church, twice the size of the former church, with his bare hands. When he had the foundation dug, he needed cement and steel and the mortar, and he went back. It took him 3 days to get to the office. And he said there to the overseer, "I have done everything you said to do. I've gone back, I have dug the foundation with my hands, now I need money." And the overseer said to me, as I am speaking to this pastor now, as he has gone back, dug his foundation, and now he's come back to me, I was just about to tell him, "I still don't have any money, but you called and told me that you have $10,000. He said, "Can I share that with the pastor?" And in Spanish, he shared with the pastor there in the Mosquito area that he had the $10,000 to rebuild his church. I was so encouraged and my faith was so strengthened by that I told the overseer, I want to bring a team myself and personally build the church. When somebody heard about it, a businessman gave me the money to build the parsonage back also. So we went to Santa Isabel and the Mosquito Coast of Nicaragua and rebuilt this church and also rebuilt this pastor's home. And I remember the day that we were leaving, the pastor stepped across the threshold of his home, just a little 400 square foot frame building, and he fell on the dirt with his hands in his face. And he said, "I never believed in all of my life that I would ever live in such a great home as this." So bottom line is simply this: do what you can, use your hands, and God will make up the difference.